Well, hey there, pharmacy owners. We have members inside Pharmacy Badass University that pay us from a couple hundred a month to a couple thousand a month, depending on the program that they're in. And you want to know the same information that I tell them that I will tell you on the trick to improving cash flow. So if you are nervous about your cash flow or you want to make sure that you're not going to run into cash flow problems, there are simply 3 data points in your pharmacy that you need to focus on. Now, these 3 data points will fix your cash flow. It fixes probably 90% of the financial problems in a pharmacy, but most pharmacy owners won't do it. And there are many pharmacy owners that I work with some in my inner circle that they just need help getting it done because it have to make some hard choices. Some of them have some complicated businesses where it's tough to maybe understand the numbers as a whole, but fundamentally it is all the same work. So if you want that information for free, here it is for you. It is your 3 critical KPIs. Number 1, your payroll ratio. Your payroll ratio at the most should be 13%. What does that mean? That means 30% of your revenues. So if you bring in $100 of revenue, no more than $13 should go to your payroll. Now, I say at the most 13. High performing pharmacies tend to keep it below 11%. In my pharmacies, we tend to run right around 9.5%, just to give you some context. So there are pharmacies out there that are struggling. And when I calculate this KPI, they are at 20, 22, 24% of payroll. That means when you have a gross margin, if you have a gross margin of 22 and your payroll is 24, there's no way to be profitable. You are losing money and pouring money into your business every day. And there's sometimes I talk with pharmacy owners and they're like, yeah, but Denise, she's worked here for 20 years. She doesn't really do anything, but I pay her a lot of money. Those are the hard decisions you have to make as a pharmacy owner. We help you to work through that, to not only understand the math, but to be able to make those decisions in the best way possible. So after payroll ratio, number 2 comes your inventory turns. Absolutely, your inventory is the biggest drain on your cash. And so many of you have little stacks of $1,000 bills sitting on your shelf that are just collecting dust instead of that money sitting in your bank account. So inventory turns, there's numbers that are all over the board. If you read an article from 10 years ago, it is going to suggest a different number than what I'm going to suggest to you now. It used to be 12. I remember back in the old days, yes, I'm old, that 12 was the goal. And then it kind of creeped up to 14, then 16. And then even myself, I talked about 20 a couple of years ago. But nowadays, with the way that pharmacy is, I say you should have a minimum of inventory turns of 24. What does that mean? That means on average of all the bottles on your shelf, they get used 24 times in a year. Now, some bottles will get used 200 times in a year, and other bottles will get used 1 time in a year, but it's an average of all of your inventory. This helps you use your cash better. It helps you have a efficient use of the inventory so things aren't sitting on the shelf when money could be in your bank account. Now, you can get your inventory too low. You don't want to affect customer outcomes. You don't want to affect customer things. So it's about having the right inventory on the shelf and maintaining it. Usually this is a lot easier to do because all of us get daily deliveries. Like you can order, whether it's from your primary or a secondary, you can order by 4, 5, 6 o'clock at night and have it in the next day. So it makes it a lot easier to pare down that inventory and keep the cash in your bank account so you can use it to pay your bills. All right. Number 1 is payroll. Number 2 is inventory. Number 3 is expenses. Expenses overall, which yes, does include your payroll. It's your operational expenses. Those should be no more than 19% of your revenue. All right. Yes, including payroll. So if payroll is 13% at the most, and the most your expenses should be, that means you have 6% for operational costs. Now, what are operational costs? Like your rent, your electricity, your insurance, those kinds of things. It does not include your cost of goods sold. So it doesn't include your inventory cost. Now, I will say that the lower you get your expenses, every single percentage point that you knock down your expenses, it drops directly to the bottom line. So that's why I focus so much on controlling expenses for pharmacies, because every dollar saved is a dollar net profit that you can actually take out of the business as owner compensation. So those are the 3 things. That's the secret. That's the secret to fixing your cash flow as a pharmacy owner. It's easy, but it's not simple. And if you need help with this, if you need help calculating, that is what we are the best in the world at. We know these numbers hard cold. We've got courses to help you. We've got materials to help you. We've got free resources on our website. We've got tons of resources for our paid membership, and we will help you fix those. We will help you get out of cash flow worry and into positive cash flow. So if you have any questions or you want to share this with a friend, we would so greatly appreciate it. We want to help every pharmacy thrive. And I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.